want to do a solo, or we can also do a two-person scene?
Yeah, well, yeah. So I do a monologue and then we do a scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I'll give it a try. Why not?
And you can be, yeah, you can be aggressive or
Do you want me to be?
or whatever. I did this exercise with a rant the other day. Sometimes, you know, but anyway, we are ready. Do you want a location, a relationship, or word?
Do I want a location? Word? Can I have a word?
A word. Inadequate. Inadequate.
Man. Oh, I was glad to get to work this morning. I tell you what, my girlfriend just keeps complaining about me all the time. I can't do anything right. She always wants to point out my flaws. I actually said to her, I said, well, all right, you can point out one flaw if you say one compliment at the same time. But she never really, she didn't go for that. But I think it's fair enough. I mean, what is it about someone that wants to just point out your flaws all the time? You know, no one's perfect. Oh, it gets me down a bit, I must say. Yeah, it does at times. I mean, I suppose we all feel inadequate. But I don't know. I think I need to be around positive people, people that like me. You know, I'm not that bad. I think it's better to be around people that are good to you. Unless something's bothering her, maybe that she's not talking about. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe she needs to, maybe we need to talk about the real issue. I don't know. I can't figure women out. If I'm being honest. I don't know what they're thinking half the time. But yeah.
Oh, hi, Jerry.
Hiya, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I was just looking over. Sorry to disturb you. It's...
Oh no, it's all right, Frank. It's good to see you.
Oh, I stopped down at your work.
Mm-hmm.
And they said you had gone home early.
I'm not gone. Well, just stepped out for a bit. Did they say that? I'm not. No, they've got that wrong. I mean, I'm going to go back in. But,
well, maybe it was Louise. Yeah, I met her, and
really,
she's the one you always complain about.
Well, yeah, I'm just having a funny day. I'm just having a funny day today.
Oh. Well, I asked her about some rules and regulations, and she didn't know shit.
Yeah, she's all right. I'm having a hard time at home, and I don't know. It was just the last straw this morning, but I'm not. I'm going back in. I mean, I'll phone them in a bit.
No, just stay. I just wanted to hear about the the regulation for the transport of the. Yeah.
Can it wait? Do you really want to discuss this now?
Oh, it's just usually you know this stuff by heart.
Yeah, I know. I'm just having an off day. But I mean, do you need to know it right away?
That would be nice, but let me see. The question was the transport of 20 gallon of pesticides.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to have that fixed to the load, or can it just stand there?
What you want to know about the pesticide transport, the load? I mean, are you talking about the cost? Do you want to know the cost?
Yeah.
You just want to know. Yeah, I think it's like, I think it's 15 pounds a kilo, a
Oh,
litre, sorry. Yeah.
oh, that's fair enough. That was all I needed to know. That gives me, I believe in you. I mean, but you know, you look
Yeah,
a
but I
bit.
mean,
How can I help you? You're always
oh,
so
no, it's
helpful to
nothing.
me.
Oh, thanks. No, I'm just having trouble with the girlfriend. It's just, we're just not getting along, to be honest. I'm just wondering what to do about it. But I mean, what about you? How's your love life?
Oh, that's going okay. It's like we have defined certain roles
Ah,
in our relationship. So certain elements she doesn't ask about, and certain elements I don't ask about.
really? Well,
Yeah,
like certain, you
like
just keep
work.
some. Ah, okay. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So I mean, if I ask about her work, I mean, there's all this gossip from the workplace. Terrible. So I just got frustrated listening to it.
Hmm.
And when I start to tell her about the transport of different elements of different stuff, then she all gets quite blank in her face.
Hmm.
So we reckon, okay, maybe this is just not part of our relationship. And yeah.
Do you ever wish you could talk about those things, or does it work? It's fine. You don't mind.
Well, actually, that's what I talk with you about.
Right.
That's usually what we talk about.
Yeah. Maybe I need to do something similar.
Oh,
I always think you should be able to talk about anything, but maybe that's unrealistic. That's probably
anything,
unrealistic. Anything, and yeah, like I want her to know everything. You know,
everything.
well, most things. Most.
Yeah, I remember I had this dream as well,
Mm-hmm.
but I had this period where I was quite obsessed about my poop and the shape and the solidness, because
Mm.
I had trouble with my stomach, and she basically said that was over the line.
Well, I can relate to that. I mean, I wouldn't want to know that. I think that might be a romance killer. I think.
You think, oh, so you only want to talk about stuff that keeps romance growing?
I want to talk about things that are important to me. I mean, I suppose that's what I'm saying. I want to be able to talk about the things that are important to me, but sometimes she doesn't want to, she glazes over. And if it's something that's important to me, then I feel that's a shame
Oh,
because that's like
it's
puts a distance between us.
yeah, and what's important is basically that we can have a face-to-face talk like this,
Hmm,
and you don't feel the other one is basically glitching away or doing something else at the same time.
maybe. But then if I end up talking to you about all the stuff that's important to me, I'm going to be closer to you, haven't I? Which is,
Yeah, that might be a risk, but it could also be a saver, because if she blanks out when you talk about work, then you get this like alienated relationship.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's, but also kind of, if you have these issues, trouble, I mean, there are issues, but when to bring them up?
Hmm.
Should I immediately face her and bring, I had this thought that maybe I mean, you used to to give me a kiss each morning, and you haven't done that the last 2 mornings.
I wouldn't want to say stuff like that.
Oh.
Well, I don't know.
It's
You
just,
don't want to.
I don't want to. Yeah, it's like I'm being too detailed, but it's still, I have a bad day because of that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I know what you mean. But sometimes I think, pick your battles, you know, like, because I've found that in the past, like I've been mentioning things all the time and they just get annoyed. Like now I'm trying to be selective. Do you know what I mention?
It shouldn't be a battle. Just to mention, like, oh, we used to give a goodbye kiss each morning, but you weren't around to do that the last. You were occupied with other stuff. Like you didn't really notice I was leaving, even though I was standing there. Said, "Hi, I'm leaving now. Goodbye. Hi." I was standing there for like half a minute, and she just kept on doing what she was doing. Fair enough, she was changing the diaper of the kid, but
yeah,
it takes up a lot of time.
I bet.
And that's basically killing some of the romance.
I've heard that. Like when you have a kid, it just changes everything.
Really?
I've never, I don't have one, so I don't know.
No, yeah, it takes up. I'm just really waiting very eagerly so I can actually talk to this kid. At the moment, it's basically feeding aeroplane food, which is quite funny. What's that again?
I suppose they get more interesting the older they get.
Yeah, I think so. But so what? You wanted to be able to tell her everything, but then again, not every time.
Yeah, you got me there. I mean, I suppose I want to be able to tell everything if I wanted to. I can choose what I want to say, but if some are not allowed, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. I want to be allowed to say anything. Basically, I want, yeah, and she should be interested in listening. But I'm allowed to decide what's important for her to know.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing out some thoughts.
I mean, it can't all be interesting, but I suppose sometimes you do just listen to someone because they want to say it, don't you? It's not maybe not particularly interesting, but you listen to it.
Yeah, and listen for the emotions. Yeah, because actually, yeah. Or maybe that's because when we used to share more about work, when she talked about her colleagues and what I call gossip, it's basically this underlying frustration. Actually, I think she wasn't really happy at that job.
Maybe.
I just didn't get it.
But they definitely, women do like to gossip, I think, more than us, for sure.
Yeah, it's just that maybe she was trying to tell me that she wanted me to encourage her to find a different job.
Maybe.
Yeah. I guess I wouldn't know unless I really ask her about it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, some stuff I'd rather just try and figure it out rather than actually asking. I'm just
Oh,
about
I,
the same.
I tried to do that. It's just I was figuring out the wrong thing.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, it's nice talking to you.
Yeah, I feel a
I
lot
think,
better.
yeah, cool. Well, see you around.
Yeah. Take care.
Take care. And scene.
Yeah, I like that.
That was interesting. Quite just old men philosophize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was, yeah, it was probably quite long.
Was it? I wondered. I didn't know. I never know.
Yeah, I put it to 15, but then I forgot approximately 15 minutes.
Hmm. People can stop watching after 10 if they want.
Oh, yeah, yeah. There's no highlights after the first 3 minutes.
Do you ever edit them before you put them on? Do you ever
What?
like, oh, cut? Do you ever edit them? It's like, all right, I'll cut these. I'll cut a few minutes off that.
I'll put them up in 2 pieces, and then I can put them up for you to watch before if you want.
Tempting.
Some women will probably laugh the shit out about the scene.
Do you reckon? They might like it.
Oh.
Been watching these motivational speakers recently. Will Smith was one of them, and he was like, he said you should seek out failure. You know, you should find something that you might fail at and
Oh.
go for it, and that's how you grow. Something like that. So I was nervous about this, but I thought, well, seek out failure.
Oh no, but interesting. Just philosophizing around, fictive relationships and stuff like that.
Mm.
Actually, I'm a single, so I don't know shit.
So am I.
Yeah. Oh. No, yeah, it's interesting. That makes
There's a lot of things are clicking into place.
yeah.
Well, I'd rather be single than with someone I'm not comfortable with, or like. Otherwise, what's the point? That's my thinking in real life.
Yeah. It's comfortable, but it's also
I'm happy, and
But it's but it's also how to become comfortable. But
true.
And that goes with people, in a relationship, but also people you're around in other recent friends and stuff like that. But,
True.
no. But good slow pace. This is like these old movies 5-hour movies where nothing happens. Oh, interesting. But what do you like about improv? About us doing a beautiful, slow-paced.
I mean, I love it. I just love it. Just takes you right out of yourself, But it seems like the ones we've just done, I find them kind of relaxing. I don't know. I enjoyed that. Just talking things over.
Yeah.
I don't know. As a different character, it's sort of liberating. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's just we are free to make philosophy or stuff up because we are some other characters.
Yeah. Well, I think that character is quite similar to me.
Oh, yeah. It's.
I think it'd be hard to do a character completely different to you, to yourself, don't you think? Or
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. And often I then find that I don't like that character, or that I don't feel comfortable in that character.
sometimes I've done like baddies, bad characters. If in acting, when you've got a script, and I quite enjoy that because you're able to act in a way that you never normally would. But I don't know how well I could improvise a character like that. Be interesting.
Well, there are different. I did a class called Think for Yourself, and basically the teacher's philosophy was that you should play yourself in some situation, and maybe it's an extreme version of some part of yourself, but it also entails that we all have what's it called, the internal pig, or an internal bastard in ourselves, but we keep it under lock, on control. So we have a variety of sides of ourselves that we don't show each day.
Yeah, and through our whole lives, we've probably been, when our back's been against the wall, we've probably been all these different characters.
Yeah.
At different times when we've been in a difficult situation, possibly,
Yeah,
but
it's for example, our aggressions. It's normally they're kept under seal most of the time, and then they might come up to the surface in certain situations. Yeah. And actually,
it could be a situation you've not even been in yet in your life. We might improvise something, and you don't really know how you would act if it happens to you in real life. But maybe when you improvise it, you get an idea of how you might act.
Oh, yeah.
Like, say if someone held a gun to you or something. That's never happened to me, but I don't know if I'm making sense. But
and still it's still a playfulness in the. Well, you can get, if you do a rant, you can get aggression out and be allowed to scream and do stuff. But yeah, it enables you to feel the emotion about. Yeah, if you can envision how it is if someone puts a gun to you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could. Well,
maybe not.
This is getting too deep, man. Anyway, let's close the recording. I'll clip it up and then I'll show it to you. Then we'll take it from there. Goodbye, world.